Yeah, so whenever you're ready, I'll get some more water.
All right. Alô, pessoal, como sempre, seu Japa Rico transmitindo diretamente aqui de Hong Kong para todo mundo. What's up, guys? It's Japa Rico here, broadcasting live from Hong Kong to the world. I'm here with my friend,
Parabens, do I say?
I always get
CYRW. Just call me CYRW.
CYRW, yeah.
That's my YouTube channel.
CYRW. So what's up? How are you, CYRW? How's it going?
Yeah, it's going pretty well, I guess. Ethereum is up. So for Ethereum hodlers, this is great news. I mean, obviously it's at its all-time high, but I expected this to happen 2 or 3 months ago. So it's taken its time, I guess, because of the competition from ADA, well, Cardano, Polkadot, and others. And now even Binance is a competitor. But Binance is so centralized, I don't think it's a long-term competitor.
So you were expecting this 3 months ago?
Yeah, because Bitcoin went up so much. Well, actually, as a percentage, Ethereum has actually gone up more, I think. So,
because now the price is $2,102.84.
Yes. Yeah.
So because this is a historic high, right?
Higher. It's an all-time high, but it's not that much higher from its 1400. Was it peak in 2018?
So this is how it looks like on the monthly chart. It's really high. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin in the very short term, but if you compare it to its all-time high in 2018, the difference in peaks between Bitcoin and Ethereum peaks, I think Bitcoin is triple what it's 2018 high, but Ethereum is only what 50% more than its all-time high.
I saw that here in February. So last month the highest it reached was about 2,000. So it was about 2,000 and then went all the way back down again. And then it was from the beginning of March, it started to rally again. And now we are here at this historic high, all-time high. Let's change to the weekly chart. Okay, on the weekly it's like this.
Yeah.
So it really started to rally around this time, right?
Yeah,
so
very.
For like since, let's see, it's been consolidating for a while. So it was consolidating for like 13 days. It's been consolidating and then started to rally.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, so now that we are here, I ask you, so what are the predictions from now on? What's going to happen?
Are you
expecting a huge correction back again to this, maybe to the 50 EMA around here? No.
50 EMA? Oh,
no,
I can't tell at the moment. I don't think so. There may be a small correction.
Okay.
I think it'll fluctuate in this kind of range.
Because here on the February 22nd, so this week there was a huge correction, right? Oh.
Yes.
But then it went up again.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've had a few corrections, quite a few, on 21st, and 26th of March. So I expect, expect a similar pattern, though obviously the overall trend is up, which is to be expected as the NFT craze, I don't think is going to go away. DeFi has cooled down a little bit, but it's going to continue growing for the DeFi sector.
If you look at the daily chart, and then here this blue line that I have here is the 50 EMA. You see that it's bouncing back to the 50 EMA. And
yes.
And then it goes up again, and then corrects back again to the 50 EMA, and then goes up again. So I think it's
We're
more
gone
likely
above.
we can expect that we'll eventually come back to the 50 EMA,
Yes,
and
I
then
think,
we'll go up again, right?
yeah, I think it will just
Something,
continue to
right?
do
Something like,
something like that, and it will
yeah.
just continue that pattern for a few months. I expect. We're getting, I think, we're getting a few improvements in Ethereum, but they're coming slowly. So
Improvements,
it'll be
you mean in
so.
terms of applications like apps
Well, both in
or
apps
algorithm?
and the actual
Algorithm.
Ethereum, yeah,
Uh-huh.
developers and improvements, EIPs they call them, in Ethereum improvement proposals. So they're getting actually implemented, and the big one is, I guess, 1515. Is it 1551?
That's what's called the Ethereum 2.0.
Well, there's Ethereum 2.0. I think they'll switch to in about a year. I think it's Ethereum 2.0 is going to take a while to fully switch.
But why do you think Ethereum? Why do you think ADA is a threat to Ethereum?
I think they're making good progress from what I can tell. Well, ADA already had its big pump, so that's why I don't think it's gone very much higher since, was it about a month ago when it really skyrocketed. So it's still at $1.2 at the moment. I'm guessing that, yeah,
this one, right?
Yeah, Cardano, ADA,
1.21.
Yeah, I'm guessing in general people consider it to be Ethereum's biggest competitor, apart from Binance now, which I was very surprised. So surprised.
But Binance, you said, is centralized, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So, but it's very easy apparently to code for if you've coded for Ethereum projects. It's not too difficult to switch over. So in the meantime, while the Ethereum improvements, 1559, etc., are taking a while, people who don't want to wait, they can just, and don't mind the centralization, they've switched to Binance smart contracts. So I'm guessing that's why Binance is up. But I don't think the adoption is that high. I think Ethereum is still way ahead in terms of everybody adoption. You know, it's just miles ahead of everybody else.
Oh yes, except for Bitcoin.
But in terms of price, if we're just looking at the prices, I guess, yeah, Binance has gone crazy. But I think maybe because people are expecting Binance, the company, to be valued at maybe something crazy like 150 or 200 billion. Because
do you think Binance can reach the price of Ethereum eventually, or not really?
No, because it's centralized. I think eventually the advantages of decentralization will outweigh the centralized platform.
So let's compare Ethereum and Binance.
Binance Coin, yeah. So Binance has just gone crazy.
Wow, okay.
Chart-wise. So I think I personally wouldn't buy now because I think it's too overvalued, but you can never tell just because the upcoming Coinbase IPO and valuation, because nobody valued exchanges before. And since this is the utility token for presumably the world's biggest crypto exchange.
Recently, Elon Musk tweeted about Dogecoin again.
Of course, he loves Dogecoin.
Do you think Dogecoin has a future?
I think it's got too many fans. I mean, you know, I don't understand it completely, but I can get why people like Dogecoin.
I think it's mainly people who also like Elon Musk, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's, even though it started off as a joke, It's people that do actually use it. You can pay for things, some things in it.
Really?
Trade.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. You can pay for things like what, NFTs? NFTs or no?
No. I think there's a list of retailers you can find. You can actually spend your day. Yeah, there's a few. They're not like big.
I didn't know that.
According to IB Times, there are 48 companies that accept Dogecoin.
48 companies. Wow.
Yeah.
But they're not major companies. They're like minor vendors, right?
They're all small companies. But you know, it's better than nothing. And some people expect. And apparently, Cryptwork has got a bigger list. They're 1,200.
1,200 vendors accept Dogecoin as payment?
Yes.
That's crazy. Wow.
It's actually cryptwork.com, pay with Doge. I know, you have to Google it because it's a...
Pay with Doge.
Oh, maybe I could just show you, I guess.
Cryptwork. Wow.
.com, pay with Doge. So 1,200 places, stores and services.
Really? This one?
Is that the one? Cryptwork. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's it. And then you've got to find Doge directory, pay with Doge. So it's not a complete joke. So it's actually is being used by some people.
Wow.
And yeah, there are lots of, and I guess as time goes by, more and more companies and people will accept Doge as payment, just like Bitcoin and Litecoin.
Top companies accepting Dogecoin.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know any of these companies.
No, they're not big companies.
Right?
No one major.
There's a casino, coin payments, Legal Edge. I've never heard of these companies.
Yeah.
Pro Doge, payment gateways. Wow.
Yeah, they're all very small companies, I'm sure, but it does mean you can spend it. So, you know, it's not like it's useless.
All right.
So,
okay, so there are a lot of.
As long as you don't mind buying from very small companies with with low reputation, I guess.
1,266 companies. So yeah, it's not bad, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So rating 17%, 7 in the ranking. In the rank is
not
7.
Not very high ranking, I assume. Yeah.
Okay, so the first is Bitcoin, of course. Second, Ethereum, of course. Yes. Then Litecoin, okay.
Yes.
Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Ripple, and then Dogecoin. Wow.
Oh, so it could be...
It's more popular than Binance.
Well, I mean, Binance is just used for smart contracts. I mean, if you actually want to spend your money.
Right.
If you can only spend Binance coin on Binance.
Right.
You can't do anything else with the Binance coin. But with Doge,
I see.
Spend it outside of Binance.
Well, I'm surprised that Dogecoin is more popular than Monero, right?
Yes.
I would assume Monero is popular.
No one shills Monero. I don't know why, because it's so good. I think it's apart from the guy from Coin Bureau, no one is really talking about Monero, and Monero's actually technically possibly the best, of the original blockchains.
Yes, because Monero has been there for years.
It's got the better technology. Right? It's got the privacy technology and the transaction. And recently they implemented some transaction improvements, which are incredible. So their transaction speed and costs are way lower than anybody else. So
like Monero is much older than Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin is relatively new.
Not
really?
Maybe just a couple of years, I think.
All right.
But yeah, 2 years is a long time in crypto. but anyway, but yeah, so Monero is definitely way undervalued. So I don't know, but because of all the attention is on the new smart contracts and Bitcoin, I don't, and obviously Dogecoin because of Elon. Yeah, so Elon doesn't use XMR to my knowledge, but and also XMR is actually the best, most decentralized because they're anti-ASICs. So there are no big, well, not many big companies, you know, well, not so many anyway, big companies sort of seriously, heavily mining Monero. So because it has to be done by CPUs. I mean, there are companies who do mine Monero, obviously, because all crypto is profitable at the moment because of the increase in prices. But yeah, not to the same extent as Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin for the proof of work. So for the older proof of work cryptos, yeah, I'm guessing Monero is more decentralized, but yeah, it's still a bit undervalued. It's still less than its all-time high. So
there's a question by one of our viewers. His name is Revolutions 5 Incorporated. He's asking, Japa, what do you think of this broker, FX Pro? Do you know FX Pro?
they're they're established, yeah. They've been around for a long time.
I think they're from Britain, right? They're from the UK.
Yeah, it's popular in the UK.
Yeah, they've been operating for a long time, for many years, and I think they are regulated by the FCA.
Yes, they are.
Let me see.
Yeah, definitely regulated. They've been around for a long time.
I remember I used this broker once, but a long time ago.
I've not used them, but
oh yeah, FX Pro Financial Services UK Limited. So yeah. Regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. Yeah, so the FCA. Yeah.
Yeah, according to Investopedia, they're good, but their fees are high, and they don't really have a good educational platform.
I think that's the main reason I quit this broker, because their commission fees were relatively high. The spreads relatively high.
I think so. I think that's the general consensus.
Do you also trade Forex? No, it's mainly crypto.
Hong Kong dollar pound, I trade all the time.
Oh, right.
I have no choice.
I don't know many. I don't know many of my friends who do that, who trade the Hong Kong and the pound. Yeah.
I have no choice. Unfortunately, I live in Hong Kong, so I have to spend my pounds somehow. Well, the other choice is crypto. Yeah. So basically, I either trade Hong Kong dollar to pound, or pound to crypto to Hong Kong. That's basically the way I trade. I haven't got a choice, unfortunately. Since I was brought up in the UK, so all my savings were in pounds, and I stupidly didn't convert them, so I lost a lot of money because the pound.
How's the pound performing?
Brexit killed me. Brexit killed me. Thank you, all the people who voted Brexit. It wiped up vast amounts of my fortune that I spent 30 years working for, just wiped out by Brexit.
Oh my God, really?
30% or so, almost. But never mind. Pound's gone back up a little bit, so it's not so bad. But yeah, but thanks to Brexit happening at the worst time for me.
Okay, so here I have this chart, is the pound dollar chart. Wow.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so far it's like this. Yeah. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. So that was, yeah, so wow. Okay, so it's very clear on the weekly chart. This is very clear to me, this pattern. Okay,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Oh my God. So okay, so before, when you were happy, like it was like 2.1 pounds per dollar. That was
Yeah.
really good, right? That
Yeah, I
was
used to fly to New York for the weekend and go shopping.
You used to fly to New York for the weekend, really?
Yeah, several times.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So that was in
I know, because I was
2007.
rich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were rich.
And I was being
here.
paid about 4 or 5 times what I get paid in Hong Kong.
Wow. So
in real terms.
Okay, so
from my salary is 20% of what it used to be in terms of what I can actually buy, you know.
Wow. So here it
So
was.
that's why I used to be very
Each pound
rich.
was $2, $2 per pound, and now it's only $1.38 per pound. Wow.
It completely sucks for me.
Oh my God.
Well,
how low do you think you can? Do you think one day it will be like one pound per
$1
dollar, 1-to-1?
No, because the Americans messed up the virus.
Oh, right.
Well, then again, the UK did as well, but maybe. Oh yeah, so I guess it's a bit even. Yeah, maybe. Oh dear.
But do you think the lockdown in the UK is going to be like I was following the news, right? They're going to ease the lockdown, right?
Yeah, the UK says they're not going back to lockdown, so they're just going to accept deaths, you know, which I think is wrong, but I can understand. Economically, basically, they're killing the old people, so it means economically it's better off, sadly.
But the vaccination is being rolled out and is being done, and how can I say?
Yeah, so there'll be less death because they're doing a good job on the vaccine rollout, but they're going to accept, a bit like we accept how many people die from flu. Because I think they were losing 25,000.
Right?
Yes, because it was considered acceptable for 25,000 people to die every year from flu. Okay, so as long as they don't lose from COVID and flu, a total of 25,000 roughly people per year, that's acceptable apparently. Now that's the thinking. So, you know, whereas I don't agree. I think if you're a wealthy country, you shouldn't just let 25,000 people a year die. But if it's cheaper, you know, it's cheaper to kill off the old people and weak people because they cost you more money. And economically it makes sense, but morally it doesn't make sense. I think if you're a wealthy first world country, you should look after the weak and the old, and that's a sign of a well-developed country. So even though China, okay, per capita the wealth is maybe 1/4 or 1/2 of the UK, at least I think the amount of people that they will let die is less as a percentage of population.
I have here this tracker by the New York Times. It's the world tracker for vaccination of COVID-19. Israel, they already vaccinated 59% of their population. And UK is not that bad. You guys are almost like half of the population, 47%.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I mean, Hong Kong, even though they dealt with the virus pretty well, vaccination is a bit cocked up here.
And I think like here, 6.8% are the people who already took the second dose.
Yeah,
right?
It's only 6. It should be. I mean, normally Hong Kong is extremely efficient, so I expected it, you know, everybody to be vaccinated by now.
Yeah, Hong Kong is being slow, right? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm really surprised.
Why the government is slowing this. But I guess it's because we didn't get many deaths. In fact, we're still negative.
Hong Kong is not even in this list. It's not in this list.
No, it's
Yeah.
too low. It's like 6%, isn't it? Yes, he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully it'll roll out, because I think the total deaths from flu and COVID are still negative compared to normal.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because normally I think Hong Kong gets 250 deaths per year. And so for the last 2 years, I think it's less than 400.
Oh,
COVID,
okay. So basically, you're saying negative because you mean that is below the
compared
average.
to normal.
Okay,
compared to the average. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So we have 100 and something 50 people more who are alive today who would not normally be alive.
Okay, understand that. Right.
Normally, in a normal situation, they'd be dead. They'd have been killed.
Right.
But they're alive because of mask wearing, hygiene, social distancing, etc.
Social distancing and limitation of the opening
then again,
hours
nobody
of
social distances in Hong Kong. If you notice, no one social distances. It's just the mask wearing and hygiene. I think that
there is no distance to take.
No,
it's too small.
It's too many people.
Yeah, too many people per square feet. So
yeah, because I looked on Google and they say, like Hong Kong is like the 10th most densely populated, but that's not true, because that's only if you take the entire area and divide it by the people. But in reality, but people can only live in 10% of the area of Hong Kong. So Hong Kong is actually 10 times the number that you see on Google. So it's 5 times more dense than anywhere else.
I heard once that 70% of the area is not inhabitable, right?
Yeah, correct. 70%. And also only 10% of the area is where people actually bother to go to most of the time. So everybody crams into tiny.
We are the most dense place in the world.
In the world, yeah, by several times, not by a little bit, by several times. So if the virus was going to spread, this is the place it would. But luckily, 99% people wear masks. I think the ventilation standard is generally good, because even though our second biggest outbreak was in a gym, that's mainly because of bad ventilation. So we didn't have outbreaks in other gyms because I think those gyms had good ventilation. Because I think the ventilation standard in Hong Kong may be better than other countries.
Yeah, whenever I see those statistics, they always mention about Monaco and Macau, right?
Yes.
Being very dense populated. But I've been to Monaco, I've been to Macau. I didn't feel it was that.
No,
dense, right? I think
it's nowhere near. No, because that's because they just take the area and divide it by the number of people. That's not how population density in reality works. So in reality, Hong Kong, you take the area, divide it by people, and divide it by another 10. You have to divide by another 10. because the people are actually only funneled into 10% of the area.
So actually, you are not that worried about the rollout of vaccinations in Hong Kong, right? Because we don't have many cases to begin with, right?
I think that's why they're taking their time, because the cases and the amount of community spread is relatively low. So I think that's why they haven't really pushed ahead. Whereas obviously in countries like Europe, UK, it's going crazy. The virus spreading like crazy there. So, and then as the virus spreads, it mutates into ones that either kill you more or spread even faster, because that's just the way viruses work, survival of the fittest. So the ones that, because unfortunately COVID is especially worse than others. Normally the viruses that kill you more, they die out because they can't go and infect someone because you're already dead. But
if it kills you faster, then
the virus dies out.
Right?
It won't replicate. But COVID is completely different because you're asymptomatic and pre-symptomatic. So it takes a long time.
Ebola doesn't kill that much because Ebola can kill you just in a few days, right?
It's too quick. Yeah. And then once you're dead, you can't spread it. But here, COVID, unfortunately, is the worst disease because it spreads either you don't even know you've got it, or
the incubation period is
the incubation period.
Very
so
long.
it doesn't matter if it kills you or not, because you've been spreading it for so long, because you got like 3 or 4 weeks or 6 months or a year or whatever, to go and spread different versions of it. So,
but don't you think all this influx of cash, all these incentives that the governments, not only US, but like many countries are giving a lot of incentives of cash, and a huge amount of those cash put in the economy, I think a huge amount will eventually end up going to the stock market or even the cryptocurrency market. Do you think that once, and then once life
more than half
back, right, more than half maybe. So once life gets back to normal, you're not worried that people will be like, okay, so now that we don't have those incentives right now, we're not receiving those incentives from the government anymore. So let's withdraw money that are in crypto and let's use it.
I think crypto will go down.
And then crypto will eventually go down. Also, the stock market will eventually go down as well.
And stock market will go down a bit. But don't forget, while people are in lockdown last year, the developers didn't have anything to do in free time. They weren't going out partying, they weren't going out drinking, they weren't going on holidays. So all the developers and me, and you maybe, I don't know, we sat down, we did more research, we did more developing, more software was written. And so AI and quantum computing, all these other new technologies, they get improved, and remote working technologies. Obviously, people spent a lot of time developing that. So we basically did double the amount of software development.
That's true. I think my GitHub account is very active as it was never before. Like it's the most active time during
and all
COVID.
That DeFi, all those DeFi NFT work, all these new crypto projects, they actually delivered. Normally, like I think that's why Cardano, they're actually starting to make progress, and Polkadot, is pretty much and Kasama, their live chain testnet, they've been actually working. Things actually got delivered. So I think the increasing technology, and I mean, people expect there to be a big crash, but unfortunately, for the people who expect a big crash, technology has improved so much, partly because of the lockdown and developers have nothing else to do. So, apart from play games, maybe some of them play more games than usual. But then again, you can consider that as testing software. So the games developers got their software tested a bit better, apart from Cyberpunk 2077. But apart from a few games which were released really badly and buggy, most of the games, I guess, got better software development. The VR also, lots of VR improvements. Quest 2 was launched, so not only just for games, but for actual commercial use. So all the satellite repair training is obviously done in VR because it's 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times cheaper than doing it up in space.
That's true.
So
I was reading about some game developers in the UK, and they were saying in a documentary that AR has been developed a lot now because of especially because of COVID, because developers have more time to stay at home, so they have more time to program.
Yes, of course. So all these developers staying at home, not going out, not going to the beach, etc. Then they've just been sat at home, so they've worked on more projects. So this hopefully will mean costs
manufacturer costs and software development costs all going down, down, down. So when the prices go down, then even if the stock market takes a big hit, the companies have to spend less. And also with decentralized finance, I think all the financial services fees may be cut by 50 to 70%, 75%, who knows? All the banking fees that everybody used to pay may be halved because of competition from DeFi. So that's what I'm hoping, and it looks like it. So and even the big social media companies, Google, Facebook, Amazon, etc., cloud computing companies, Microsoft.
Opening Facebook.
No, don't do that, Siri. Siri's talking to
Siri
Google.
thought
Sorry,
you
no,
wanted
not
to
Siri. That
open
was
your
Google.
Facebook.
Yeah, so if I mention Google, Siri starts, or sorry, Google Assistant starts
So
to.
I have a question. You know, of course, you know that recently India has prohibited the use of cryptocurrency in their country, right? And
India does that every year. Nothing happens. India is
then,
it's like that friend of yours that says, "Oh yeah, I'll come to the party," but never comes. He says that every year. He says, "Yeah, I'll come to the party," but never comes. So India every year says, "I'll ban crypto," but never does. So
and this morning
I think it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit.
Really? But I came
It's
through
just
a
the Indian
rumor.
government bullshitting.
Oh,
Every year they say we're going to ban crypto and then do nothing. It's just a politician's, just.
I came through a rumor this morning about the Hong Kong government may or may not do the same. Like they were considering to monitor more.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, Hong Kong is similar.
Monitor, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think will happen if eventually? Do you think
Hong Kong
is there
is
a possibility for Hong Kong to?
Hong Kong is
prohibit?
different to India. India says every year they'll do it, but never do. But Hong Kong is now controlled by mainland China. So mainland China has, in a sense, banned crypto. But obviously they still mine it like crazy. But they don't allow Mongolian to mine. You can only mine it when you're using waste or renewables now, I think. So they want to be eco-friendly mining. You can mine in China, but you have to be eco-friendly. So you have to use renewables or
So do you think eventually Hong Kong government will do something like China, will eventually prohibit Bitcoin?
Yeah, because it's controlled by China. So.
Wow. Because you know there's a new building in Mont Kok. I'm not sure if they already opened, but they announced that they're going to open like a huge building where people can exchange crypto like 24 hours.
I've been there.
Right?
I went there.
Oh, you've been there? You went there?
It's in Tsim Sha Tsui. It's near, it's opposite Hang Seng Bank and on the same road as HSBC.
Oh,
in the heart of Tsim Sha Tsui, one of the most expensive shopping areas. It's pretty big. Yeah, they got big sign with the Bitcoin. I think did I put a video on my YouTube channel? Yeah, I think it's on my YouTube channel.
All right, I'll check it out then.
Genesis Mining. They already have a smaller office, but it's upstairs. It's not ground floor.
Right.
Like this one is really in your face. It's on the ground floor.
Okay. I'll check it out then.
Yeah. It's got big windows with the Ethereum price on. Check it out. Cool. They had their launch party, I think, a few weeks ago.
Oh, so where did you go there?
No, it's packed. It's Hong Kong. They're like 5,000 people in like 1 square feet. So right. Not very COVID friendly.
Okay.
Especially with people drinking beer.
Right.
Yeah. So, but that's Hong Kong for you. No one social distances. But yeah.
Okay, I have a new question by what's his name? Hold on, I have a new question. This guy is okay. Anti-Caminia and Jump 777. Like these two guys are asking about Dogecoin. If we have any, are we holding any positions on Dogecoin?
I sold mine.
I sold mine too. So
I don't have
currently, I'm
any.
not. Yeah.
So I'm neutral. So now I can comment. I'm allowed to comment on Dogecoin. I mean,
Oh,
if you can
me
get it
too.
cheap, it's say less than 40 cents, maybe it's worth it. But I wouldn't personally invest in Dogecoin. I'd rather invest in something that I think has more potential.
Oh, really? I'm planning to enter again, Dogecoin.
You are
Yeah,
just because
I
you
made
think
some money. And I think I'll enter again, and I expect that Elon Musk is going to tweet about it again.
Oh, you're playing the trader. I'm more an investor than a trader, so
All right.
I will basically
Buy and hold.
buy and hold more than
Right.
day trading. Also, day trading takes up too much time.
Yes.
Too much time, and my eyes. I spend enough time on a computer already, so
Right.
I think yeah. After this bull market, I probably won't look at crypto for a while. I think I'll be on the beach doing, swimming and, playing sports, dancing, whatever you're allowed to socially do.
I think in Hong Kong, they reopened the public swimming pools, right?
They just have. Yeah, the
today,
beach is
right?
just
Today,
open.
right?
Yeah. I think beaches are open. Yeah, so I
Beaches
may
as
go
well,
for a
right?
swim.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll go for a swim sometime.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because weather's so hot. So.
Oh yeah, it's getting hot now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much. CYRW once again. CYRW with you guys. I'm going to post the link to his channel here on the comment section. So thank you again, and see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.